Hey, would you click this link at the bottom of the screen here? I'm not even going to attempt to read it out to you. It looks like I'm trying to hack your bank account or something, right? Or would you rather go to somewhere like $35sidehustle.com, right? So a seven-figure marketer taught me this. So, in the good old days before everybody was making videos, you could have an ugly kind of URL like that for whatever it is you were promoting online. And it didn't really matter because generally people would click a link in a blog or something like that. So they'd never kind of have to see your ugly link. But these days, video reigns supreme, right? So especially with AI now, everybody can do video. You can do faceless video. And a seven-figure marketer told me, he said, Paul, you got a domain, even if it's like, $35sidehustle.com /login /special offer forward. He said people aren't going to go to the description a lot of the time and click the ad. Sometimes they click the link rather. Sometimes they'll be on a train or a bus or something like that. And sometimes like on YouTube Shorts, for example, there isn't a clickable link. You have to put it in the comments. And every time you put in more work in for people, they have to do something, right? And also when you put a clickable link in, I know Facebook is very protective about you leaving the site is the evidence that they want you to stay on Facebook, right? So having a good domain can make all the difference, and especially if it's one that people can remember. It looks more trustworthy. When people see these long ugly links, they think scam, so you can build trust. It's also, if you get one that's easy to remember, I could be on this video now and say, hey, if you're interested, go to 35, that's the numbers, $35sidehustle.com. And you might be on the way to work, just heading into the building, and you think $35 side hustle, I'm going to check that out. And at lunchtime, it's like, what was that site? $35 side hustle, not blah, 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 right? So I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so we use we're building our side hustle, our recurring income that your bills are recurring, so should your income. We're building that on something called the Home Business Academy. And the reason why we use those, well, there's various reasons. That video's not about this. But one of the cool things that they do, they're in it for you to win, right? It's not a company that's trying to get the money out of you. They want you to win. That's why they pay 80% commissions. So everything they do is kind of based on you winning, right? Which is really good. So one of the things they do is they have their own domain platform, HBA domains. And the reason why I recommend them is that if you go and buy a domain from GoDaddy, for example, quite often you can buy a domain for $2 for the first year, and you think, well, this is amazing. But next year, when it's time to renew, guess what? Well, the domain's a year old. It's valuable. It's more valuable now than it was last year when you bought it, right? So guess what happens? Oh, they put the price up. And I had one domain I had once, and they wanted to charge me $300 for it, right? Because it had built up traffic and stuff. So I would always pay more. And what happens with HBA, I've just brought this domain. I think I paid like $18. But next year, it's allowing for inflation, it's still going to be about $18. And the year after, it's going to be about $18. And the year after, it's going to be about $18, right? They don't mess around with your pricing. So I would always recommend that. Pay normal sort of price, about, I don't know, $15, $20 now, and then you should be safe. So we are going to set this up. Now, the domain that I want to get people to go to is Master Plan Affiliates, right? That was one of our domains. Head over to Master Plan Affiliates. But that is aimed more at current online marketers, right? They understand what an affiliate is already. The $35 side hustle, we're looking to put this a lot on TikTok, and we're kind of broadening out our audience to people that are just needing to pay some bills, cover some bills. So we have a very low risk front end. It's only $35. It has advantages in that it's recurring. The support is amazing at HBA. So we want to send people to this page. Now, again, I could say to people on a video or somebody I talk to in the street, head over to masterplanaffiliates.com /35 hyphen, that's the numbers 35 hyphen side hyphen hustle, right? And it's better than what was on the screen at the start, right? But excuse me, it's still not great. So what I want to do is I want to get $35sidehustle.com to go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my domain, and we're going to come over to the products in HBA domains, $35 side hustle. I'm going to click manage. And then I'm going to click this one here, look, DNS, right? And then in DNS, I'm going to click forwarding. Okay. And I'm going to go add forwarding What's the domain? I'm going to put the domain in there. Okay. Do I want permanent, temporary, or forward with masking? Okay. To be honest with you, I don't know what that means. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can add your own keywords and titles and stuff. I'm not worried about that. It doesn't bother me. I just do that, right? So we're gonna, if you want to do that, look it up on Google. Okay. I guess I could try it actually. Let's learn. Let's have a learning experience. $35 side hustle. Okay. Uh, need to pay. Well, let's do this. Turn spare time into cash flow. There we go. And we'll just do $35 side hustle. Okay, so what this does, it should mask this. Okay, so people don't see that when they go. I normally just do the permanent 301 direct. Now, this will take some time to happen. It'll probably tell me in a second. It might take 28 to 48 hours. Sometimes they say it's usually much quicker, and it's usually done inside, certainly inside an hour, right? So, and you can do subdomains as well if you want. Okay, so I could have $35sidehustle.com slash, demo or something like that, right? Right, so let's just see if it's happened yet on this video. I doubt it, but you never know. But that's it. That's all you do if you're using HBA domains. And there we go. It's done. $35sidehustle.com. See, it's not put the longer URL in there. So that's what the masking has done. Okay, and there's the page. So I can now go on a video and I can say, hey, head over to 35, that's the numbers, $35sidehustle.com, and you can learn more about how you could use this to cover your bills, the demand, meet the guys that run it, and so on and so on. No MLM, and we've got testimonials. So if you want to check out the $35 Side Hustle, head over to $35sidehustle.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Leave a comment. Have you got a tip? Did you get value from this? Are you new? What target are you looking to make? I look at all the comments on all the videos. Let me know and catch you later. Thanks for watching.